Coach, if you want to start us off with an opening comment.
I thought we got off to a bit of a slow start tonight, but then we kind of turned it around. We're a little bit sloppy early on, and, we're just still learning, finding our way here a little bit. But I thought we picked some things up in the second half. Didn't turn the ball over as much. We're doing things right now that stop our momentum, and that is we foul way too much, and so we've got to really clean that up. We need to clean that up before Sunday's game. But I thought we cleaned up took better care of the ball in the second half, and that's a difference maker for us. And we shot the three ball better, so that was a good thing. But we've got to clean up this fouling for sure, and get a little bit smoother in our offensive game.
You talk about the slow start. Zoe was the one that really, though, picked you up and got you going. It seemed like she really played a pretty solid game tonight.
Yeah, she was, Zoe's such a good athlete that she's, when you think about it, I always expect so much out of her, and I have to stop and remember that she's coming back from not finishing the year out last year and coming back on a rehab. So she's finding her way, really probably this time of year. Where she is right now is kind of like where she would have been in the summer, going through some summer workouts and whatever. So she's just finding her rhythm here. Boy, and when she finds it, that'll be a really good thing. But I thought she did some nice things tonight, but I'm always expecting more from her.
You have the luxury this year of bringing some production and maybe some energy off the bench. What have those two freshman girls meant to your team thus far?
Yeah, they mean a lot. There's no doubt about it. They're not only are they good basketball players, they've got really good basketball IQs, but they shoot the ball really well. They're instant offense, and I have to tell Chit Chat to shoot the ball more. Like, shoot it every time you're open, because she's got a beautiful shot and she's very accurate with it. Those two do. They bring a lot to the table, and so do the other two freshmen, Tiana and Gabby. There's just, we just have a lot of players, but I'm pleased with all four of those freshmen. I think that they've got really bright futures here.
Talking about Chit Chat and the scoring and so forth, you had 5 players in double figures, and she was one basket, away from getting into double figures.
How many times is that this year? We've had 5, because we've had another game. There's been. This is the second time we've had 5 players in double figures. Yeah, so it's really nice to see that scoring balance. In fact, it's great. So on any given night, you just have a lot of confidence in the things that we run, that we're able to find an open shooter who can knock it down. It's nice.
Defensively, it seems like you're doing a little better job getting through the screens, but it looks like when an opponent gets in the lane, you're looking for the other person, the second defender, to jump out and help out, and you're not getting that right now.
Yeah, our defensive rotations, and then we're fouling. We're fouling way too much, and we've got to clean that up. That is just we can't do that. That is just unacceptable defense, and so we've got to continue to help them and teach them, and go back and watch the film, watch film with them, and so they can see what they're doing. But we'll clean that up.
When you didn't have Zoe in there, Kayla really got on the boards, and she played aggressive on the offensive end too, going to the hoop quite a bit.
Yeah, KB, she's got a really great experience. She is when you think about it, one year KB led the conference, I think, in offensive rebounding. I mean, she's got really quick feet. She's she's very skilled and very experienced. So to have that experience coming off the bench is really, what a luxury. So tonight she really did a good job on the boards for us, which we need, and then got some shots to drop.
Earlier in the season, you talked about, not finalizing who you'd like to start, maybe just, seeing how things go. Where do you stand now as far as that goes?
Yeah, I think it still is a little bit of a work in I'm not set in stone yet. Not. So we'll continue to play this thing out and do what's best for our roster.
Sunday is a big day for you and the team. What are your thoughts on the game?
Well, the crazy thing about that game is we always win when we go there, and they win when they come here. Since I've been here, when I think back on, isn't that right? I mean, we've since I've been here, we have not won here, and we have not lost there. So it's like, what in the world? So and both teams, we go at each other hard, and rightly so. But we surely hope that there's a different outcome than that on Sunday.
I guess with all the veterans you have on the team, they can pass down, what they think about the rivalry to some of the younger players.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, they're being from in-state, they have a pretty good idea of what it's all about.
Absolutely. I mean, no doubt. But, they've seen those games. They've watched those games. So I'm sure they're extremely excited to play in it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks.